Every day, millions of people get behind the wheel of an American car. Big, powerful, comfortable, built for long highways and everyday convenience. But across the Atlantic, German cars are built for something else entirely: precision, balance, control. Both countries love driving, yet their philosophies couldn't be more different. In America, the car is freedom, a way to go anywhere, anytime. In Germany, it's craftsmanship, a machine designed to perform flawlessly under pressure, to handle every curve, and to last for decades. From pickup trucks to Porsches, the difference isn't just in how they look, it's in how they're made, tested, and driven. And those differences reveal something deeper about the way both nations think about engineering, efficiency, and the meaning of quality. So what can America learn from the country that treats driving not as a pastime, but as a science? American cars dominate the roads larger, louder, and built for comfort above all else. They're designed to feel good today, not necessarily to last decades. Trucks and SUVs outsell every other vehicle, and marketing revolves around freedom, power, and lifestyle. In Germany, the priorities are almost the opposite. Cars are smaller, engines more refined, and regulations far stricter. Before a vehicle ever reaches the Autobahn, it must meet standards for precision, emissions, and durability that go far beyond what most American manufacturers face. The difference shows up over time. In the United States, the average new car lasts around 12 years before being replaced. In Germany, many vehicles are designed to stay on the road well past 15 or 20, maintained, inspected, and expected to perform like new. Both countries produce innovation, but the question is what that innovation serves. In America, it often means convenience and profit. In Germany, it means longevity and perfection. To understand why these philosophies grew so far apart, we have to look back to how each nation built its relationship with cars in the first place. After World War II, both America and Germany had to rebuild, but they took completely different paths. In the United States, prosperity exploded. Highways spread across the country, gas was cheap, and land was wide open. The car became a symbol of independence and success. Manufacturers like Ford, Chevrolet, and Chrysler built big vehicles for big distances, roomy, powerful, and affordable. Engineering was important, but scale and comfort mattered more. Germany's situation couldn't have been more different. Cities were destroyed, fuel was expensive, and roads were narrow. Automakers like Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW focused on efficiency, reliability, and precise craftsmanship. Instead of building for quantity, they built for quality cars that could handle tight streets, high speeds, and decades of use. By the 1960s, these philosophies had hardened into national identities. American cars were about style and freedom, the open road, the weekend drive, the idea that bigger was better. German cars became about endurance, engineering, and control. Even today, those early decisions still define how both countries build and think about cars. Under the surface, the biggest difference between American and German cars isn't the look, it's the purpose. American engineering starts with comfort and power. Cars are tuned for smooth rides, automatic transmissions, and engines built to handle long stretches of open road. The goal is to make driving effortless: wide seats, soft suspensions, and features that feel familiar to anyone. Reliability is measured by convenience, not by precision. German engineering starts with control. Every part of the car, from the steering feedback to the gearbox ratio, is designed to communicate with the driver. Engineers obsess over tolerances measured in fractions of a millimeter. They design engines that can run for hours at high speeds on the Autobahn without overheating, and suspensions that hold the road perfectly through every curve. In Germany, performance isn't about raw power. It's about balance, how weight, aerodynamics, and responsiveness work together. That's why a small 2-liter BMW engine can feel as confident as an American V6. It's not louder or stronger, it's simply more efficient. This difference in philosophy creates two kinds of experiences. American cars prioritize ease. German cars prioritize engagement. One isolates you from the road, the other connects you to it. German cars are built under some of the strictest manufacturing and inspection systems in the world. Every component from the smallest bolt to the engine block is designed, tested, and certified to perform under extreme conditions. A key part of that culture is the TÜV, Germany's national vehicle inspection system. Every car, new or old, must pass detailed safety and emissions tests every 2 years. Mechanics check brakes, suspension, lighting, steering, even underbody corrosion. A failed inspection means the car can't legally be driven until it's repaired. That standard creates a cycle where vehicles are constantly maintained, not just when something breaks. Testing doesn't stop there. German automakers use the Autobahn as a real-world laboratory. Because many sections have no general speed limit, cars must be able to handle sustained speeds of 120 to 150 miles per hour safely. Engines are pressure tested for endurance, transmissions are tuned for precision shifts, and braking systems are designed to perform consistently at high temperatures. In the United States, the priorities are different. Manufacturers focus on comfort, price, and mass production. The emphasis is on affordability and accessibility, building millions of vehicles that are good enough for daily life, not necessarily for precision driving. Cars are tested for reliability and safety, but not for endurance under extreme performance. Both systems work for their environments, but one builds cars for the long haul, the other builds them for convenience. To understand why German cars feel so different, you have to look beyond the factory to the roads and the people who drive them. In Germany, driving is treated as a skill. Getting a license is expensive and demanding, often costing over 2,000 euros and requiring dozens of hours of training. Learners study road theory, take practical lessons on highways and city streets, and must pass strict exams. The result is a driving culture built on discipline. Drivers are expected to maintain their cars, follow rules precisely, and stay alert at all times because mistakes at Autobahn speeds can be fatal. The roads themselves are engineered for precision. Highways have smooth pavement, long sightlines, and gentle curves designed for stability. Speed limits vary depending on weather, traffic, and visibility, encouraging constant awareness. It's a system built on trust between the driver, the car, and the road. In the United States, driving is more of a routine than a skill. Getting a license is relatively quick and affordable, and most roads are designed for comfort and ease, not precision. The focus is on accessibility, making sure everyone can drive, even if that means lowering expectations for how people drive. This difference in mindset filters directly into car design. German automakers build for capable, attentive drivers on demanding roads. American automakers build for convenience, comfort, and a wider range of experience levels. It's not that one approach is better, they simply reflect what each society values most: freedom versus precision. You can see these philosophies clearly when you compare the cars themselves. Take the BMW 3 Series, one of Germany's best-selling sedans. It's not the most powerful or the most luxurious car in the world, but it's engineered to feel perfect at any speed. The steering is tight and responsive, the suspension is balanced, and the weight distribution is nearly even from front to back. It's a car that rewards precision. Now compare that to an American sedan, like the Chevrolet Malibu, or a large SUV like the Ford Explorer. These cars are built for comfort and practicality. The steering is lighter, the suspension softer, and the interior focused on space and features. They're made to absorb rough roads, not carve through them. Even maintenance reflects the divide. German cars are built for longevity, meant to last with proper care. Service schedules are strict, and replacement parts are held to the same standards as the originals. In the United States, the market leans toward replacement rather than preservation. Leasing is common, and vehicles are often traded in long before their full lifespan. Then there's the Volkswagen Golf, one of the most versatile cars ever made. It's compact, efficient, and designed with the same precision as Germany's luxury brands. Every version, from the basic model to the GTI, follows the same principle: consistency over excess. In contrast, many American compact cars are designed to compete on price, not engineering depth. The result is a market where American cars feel friendly and easy to use, while German cars feel refined, deliberate, and built to last. Numbers make the contrast clear. In the United States, the average vehicle lifespan is around 12 years before being scrapped or replaced. In Germany, it's closer to 15 or even 18 years, depending on the model. The difference isn't just maintenance, it's how cars are built and tested. German vehicles are designed to handle long-term stress, while many American ones are optimized for lower production costs and faster model cycles. Resale value tells the same story. After 5 years, most German cars, even mass-market ones like the Volkswagen Golf or BMW 3 Series, retain between 45% and 55% of their original value. Many American sedans and SUVs drop below 40% in the same time span. Emissions standards are another major factor. The European Union enforces some of the strictest CO2 and particulate limits in the world, pushing German automakers to innovate in efficiency and clean technology. In contrast, American regulations fluctuate more with political priorities, often giving manufacturers more flexibility and less long-term pressure to innovate sustainably. Maintenance culture reinforces it all. German drivers are legally required to keep their vehicles in top condition. Routine inspections are non-negotiable, and fines for neglect can be severe. In the United States, maintenance is largely voluntary. Many owners delay repairs until something breaks, which shortens lifespan and performance. The numbers don't show which country builds better cars, they show which system rewards long-term engineering over short-term convenience. Cars are more than machines. They're reflections of how a country thinks about design, progress, and responsibility. In America, cars are built for freedom, wide roads, big distances, and a culture that values independence above all else. Vehicles are designed to be accessible and comfortable, something that can fit seamlessly into everyday life. The focus is on experience in the present, what feels good right now. Germany's view is longer term. Cars are seen as technical achievements, precision-built tools meant to perform flawlessly for decades. The focus isn't just on how a car feels to drive, but how it holds up under pressure, year after year. It's an approach that treats engineering as a form of craftsmanship, not just production. That difference extends far beyond factories. American highways are designed to cover ground efficiently. German roads are designed to perform. In the United States, drivers are told to obey. German drivers are trained to master. One system prioritizes access, the other precision. Neither is wrong, they simply reflect what each country values, but the results are hard to ignore. Germany's smaller, stricter system consistently produces vehicles that last longer, perform better, and command higher resale value. America's produces cars that sell more, cost less, and symbolize something bigger: personal freedom. Understanding both philosophies shows the trade-off every designer faces: convenience versus endurance, volume versus precision, and comfort versus control. Germany doesn't just build cars, it builds trust in engineering. Every bolt, every system, every inspection is part of a culture that believes quality isn't a luxury, it's a duty. In America, cars have always represented something different: freedom, individuality, and choice. That spirit made the automobile an icon. But in focusing on access and speed, America traded away some of the precision that defines lasting design. German cars remind us what happens when engineering is given time and respect, when performance, safety, and longevity matter as much as price or style. They prove that innovation doesn't have to mean constant change, it can mean doing the same thing, better, for generations. If America could take one lesson from Germany, it might be this: progress isn't always about moving faster. Sometimes it's about building something that lasts longer and trusting that excellence will speak for itself.